In March 2025, a bright, ambitious college student vanished without a trace during a spring break trip to Punta Cana. In the quiet streets of her hometown, 20-year-old Sudiksha Konanki was a beacon of hope and ambition. Known for her bright smile and unwavering determination, she was a young woman on the cusp of a promising future. But one seemingly ordinary day, Sudiksha disappeared without a trace, leaving behind a trail of unanswered questions and a community grappling with shock and fear. Her case, which has since captured international attention, is more than just a story of a missing person. It is a chilling reminder of the fragility of safety and the intricate web of emotions tied to such a tragedy. Sudiksha Konanki was not an ordinary young woman. Born in India in 2004, she moved to the US as a child and quickly excelled in academics. By the time she was in high school, she had already gained entry to the prestigious Thomas Jefferson High School for Science and Technology in Virginia, known for producing some of the brightest young minds. Her journey didn't stop there. At the University of Pittsburgh, Sudiksha was pursuing a double major in biology and chemistry, aspiring to one day become a doctor. She was a natural leader, admired by peers and professors alike for her intellect, kindness, and determination. To her friends, she was the type of person who would stay up late helping others with assignments, always putting others before herself. But Sudiksha wasn't just a student with her head buried in books. She loved traveling, exploring new cultures, and enjoying life with friends. Her spring break trip to Punta Cana, Dominican Republic, was supposed to be a brief respite from her busy academic life, a time to recharge and create lasting memories. March 2025 marked the beginning of what should have been an unforgettable vacation. Sudiksha, along with 5 of her college friends, checked into the luxurious Riu República resort in Punta Cana. Known for its all-inclusive packages and breathtaking beachfront views, the resort was a hot spot for spring breakers. The group had meticulously planned their trip, looking forward to soaking up the sun, exploring the local culture, and unwinding after a grueling semester. The first few days went as planned. Photos shared on social media showed Sudiksha smiling, her long black hair flowing as she posed with her friends on the pristine beaches. She was radiant, full of life and energy. But as the group approached the final days of their trip, an eerie sense of foreboding crept in, though no one could have anticipated the nightmare that was about to unfold. The night everything changed. March 6th, 2025 was the last day Sudiksha was seen alive. That evening, she and her friends attended a lively party at the resort's bar. The atmosphere was electric, filled with laughter, music, and the carefree joy of vacationers. Guests mingled, danced, and toasted to their fleeting moments in paradise. As the night wore on, Sudiksha and her friends left the bar around 3 a.m. Surveillance footage showed the group accompanied by 2 young men they had befriended earlier. The group made their way to the beach, where they sat and talked under the stars, the waves lapping gently in the background. By sunrise, the group had dispersed. According to one of the young men, 22-year-old Joshua Steven Riibe, he and Sudiksha decided to go for a swim. Riibe later claimed that while they were in the water, a sudden strong tide pulled them apart. He alleged that he struggled to stay afloat and upon reaching the shore, fell asleep on a nearby lounge chair. When he woke up hours later, Sudiksha was gone. The moment Sudiksha's friends realized she was missing, panic set in. They reported her disappearance to the resort staff, who immediately alerted local authorities. A large-scale search was launched, involving Dominican police, search and rescue teams, and later, the FBI and Interpol. Helicopters scanned the coastline, divers combed the ocean, and officers interviewed resort guests and staff. Despite their efforts, there was no trace of Sudiksha. Not a single clue, no clothing, no personal belongings, no signs of a struggle surfaced during the search. It was as if she had simply vanished into thin air. The mystery deepened, leaving her family and investigators desperate for answers. Sudiksha's disappearance devastated her family, who had to grapple with the horrifying uncertainty of not knowing what had happened to their daughter. Her parents, Sudiksha and Sudiksha Konanki, described Sudiksha as their pride and joy, a daughter who had always made them proud. The couple held press conferences, pleading for information and urging anyone who might have seen something to come forward. Her brothers also stepped into the spotlight, tirelessly advocating for their sister's case to remain a priority. She is not just another missing person, her brother Sandeep said during one emotional plea. She is a beloved daughter, sister, and friend. She deserves justice. The emotional toll on the family was immense. As the days turned into weeks, the hope of finding Sudiksha alive began to fade, replaced by the grim realization that they might never see her again. The spotlight on Riibe, a key witness or a suspect. Joshua Steven Riibe, the last person known to be with Sudiksha, quickly became a focal point of the investigation. Dominican authorities confiscated his passport and phone, labeling him a person of interest. Riibe claimed he had done nothing wrong, insisting that Sudiksha's disappearance was a tragic accident. But questions about his account began to emerge. Why had he not raised the alarm immediately after losing sight of Sudiksha? Why did he fall asleep on the beach instead of seeking help? His behavior struck many as suspicious, though investigators struggled to find concrete evidence linking him to foul play. When Riibe attempted to leave the Dominican Republic with a newly issued passport, he was detained in Puerto Rico. Though no charges were filed, his actions only added to the growing speculation about his role in Sudiksha's disappearance. With no physical evidence or eyewitness accounts, theories about Sudiksha's fate began to circulate. Each possibility painted a chilling picture. Some believe Sudiksha may have been swept away by the powerful currents of Punta Cana during a late-night swim. Riibe claimed they went to the water together, but got separated. If that's true, why wasn't her body, clothing, or any evidence ever recovered? It's rare for the ocean to leave absolutely no trace. Could this have been an unfortunate accident? Or is there more to the story than we know? Riibe was the last person to see Sudiksha alive, and his actions have raised more questions than answers. Why didn't he immediately alert authorities? Why did he try to leave the Dominican Republic so quickly after her disappearance? Some wonder if someone else at the resort could have harmed her, blending into the crowd. With no evidence to prove or disprove foul play, this theory continues to linger, keeping suspicions alive. Punta Cana is a tourist hotspot, but it's also a place where human trafficking networks are known to operate. Could Sudiksha have been abducted by someone watching for vulnerable individuals? This terrifying possibility is hard to ignore, but without any concrete leads or sightings, it's a theory that remains in the shadows, as chilling as it is uncertain. The resort where Sudiksha disappeared was a luxury destination, promising safety and security. But could gaps in their safety measures have allowed a predator to act? Some have questioned whether the resort responded quickly and thoroughly when she went missing. Were security protocols strong enough, or did they fail her when it mattered most? This angle has sparked broader discussions about how safe these idyllic getaways truly are. Every theory brings us closer to understanding what might have happened, yet none provide the closure Sudiksha's family desperately needs. Her case is a haunting reminder of how easily someone can vanish without a trace, leaving behind only questions and heartbreak. Sudiksha's disappearance has left an indelible mark not only on her family, but on the community at large. Her story has become a cautionary tale, a haunting reminder of how quickly a dream vacation can spiral into a nightmare. For her family, the pain is compounded by the lack of closure. Without concrete answers, they are left to imagine the worst scenarios, replaying the events of that fateful night over and over again. For the public, the case has become a chilling mystery, drawing attention to the dangers that can lurk in even the most idyllic settings. Hope in the face of darkness. The disappearance of Sudiksha Konanki is more than just a mystery. It's a stark reminder of life's fragility and the relentless search for truth in the face of unimaginable loss. Until the day the mystery is solved, Sudiksha's story will continue to captivate and disturb, urging us all to seek answers for those who cannot speak for themselves.